What's up, everyone? The South Chicago Chef is back, and today is a day of firsts. It will be the first time that I ever make short ribs. It'll be the first time that I ever use a pressure cooker, and it will be the first time that I ever use what's now considered, if you Google it, small batch barbecue sauce from a very hyper local provider. I'm super excited about trying this for the first time, so let's take a look at the ingredients. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. I'm gonna start off with 4 pounds of beef short ribs. So I've never cooked these, like I said before, but I've eaten them before and I love them. So what you have is just a very small bone that runs the entire length of the bottom here that kind of holds that meat in place. So all this right here, that's gonna be all the goodness that happens in the pressure cooker once they're cooked. What I'm gonna do in the bottom of the pressure cooker is I'm gonna make a little sauce and onion combo. So the way that it looks is it's just one onion that's cut up, and I'm gonna kind of bed that. I always say kinda, I gotta stop saying kinda, and I say bed a lot too, so I'm gonna not say that the rest of this video, and you have my promise for it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the onions in the bottom of the pressure cooker with this little sauce combination that I come with. So let me show you. My new friend, Mike Kaminsky, out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, went ahead and sent me his new product. Mike owned a deli in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for 18 years. And he just retired, sold the deli, and he came up with this sauce that he actually was part of the sandwiches that he had in the deli. He put it on brisket sandwiches and a bunch of other things. But he calls it Bubba's Backyard Grilling Sauce. And so while I was on vacation, I got introduced to Mike's product, and I thought, man, this is really good. And what this is because Mike's so it's this idea of hyper-local. So it's only really available in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina right now, but Mike's gonna try to make it more widely available. And let's do this. I actually got four bottles of it from Mike. So let's do this. The first person to comment on this YouTube video, as long as you're a subscriber, if you comment, the first one to comment, I will send you your own bottle of Bubba's Backyard Grilling Sauce right from here so you can try it out too. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, Mike also sent me his rub. So this rub, he's also gonna package this rub, and when I talked to him, it's got chili powder, it's got paprika, it's got a couple little secret ingredients. It's got turbinado sugar, which is kind of I said it kind of again. I owe you $5, Sam. I'm gonna give you $5. If I say it again, you gotta call me out on it, okay? Okay, turbinado sugar is being used in a lot more things now. So it's got a little bit of spice, it's got a little bit of sweet. I'm really interested to try this. I had it just on my fingertip. It tasted really good. Mike said it has this tenderizing effect on meat. So we're gonna toss it. We're gonna toss these short ribs in this rub, and then we're gonna let them chill out in the refrigerator for a couple hours before we do it. So for the sauce that we're gonna make for the bottom, because I don't want it to just be Mike's sauce in the bottom, what I did was I got one of my favorite beers. That's Prescott Brewing Company, Prescott, Arizona, about 2 hours north, where I used to own a cabin. One of my favorite beers called Liquid Amber Ale. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour about half of that can of beer along with about 6 to 8 ounces of Bubba's Backyard Grilling Sauce. And that's what I'm gonna put with the onions in the bottom while that whole thing pressurizes and steams up for the ribs. So I'm gonna toss these ribs into this dry rub. I'm gonna make that sauce, and we're gonna come right back. I'm gonna show you what it looks like before it goes to chill out for 2 hours before the pressure cooker. Come right back. I got Mike's rub here. I got a huge bowl. I like seasoning things in a big bowl like this. I don't like putting it on a cookie sheet and then trying to like sprinkle it on there and then it gets all over the counter and it doesn't really get all everywhere. I like to be messy and move around when I cook. So when I'm seasoning something like this that I want to make sure I get a good coat on, I just throw the seasoning all over the top of it. And then just like in the last video, I use these claws to just get in here and make sure that it all gets coated. And then I take a look at it once I get it tossed, take a look at it to see. I could smell. Mike, that's got a little cumin in it too. I just smelled some cumin. A lot of flavors coming up from over that. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more. I don't want to cheat. The first time that I'm using his rub, I don't want to cheat it. I want to make sure it gets in there. And then let's see if this is what we want it to look like. Let's see. See, look at how nice and coated that is. You can even see the sugar crystallize on there. That's what I want it to look like. Those are gonna caramelize up so nice. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cover these for a couple hours and just let them chill out. And hopefully that meat tenderizes a little bit. All right, let me take my gloves off and then watch how quick this sauce is that it's gonna make for the bottom of the pressure cooker. Half this can of beer. I think we know where the other half is going. Yes? Samantha? Yeah, yeah. Is that the way that you say yes on a camera? Liquid amber ale, you can get at Total Wine in Arizona. Delicious, it's like $8 for a 6-pack. Really good. And then I'm gonna go in here with this Bubba sauce. And I'm just gonna whisk it up. Now I'm gonna let this sit. That was about half that jar actually. So I think that's gonna be enough. That's gonna be enough to sit in the bottom of that pressure cooker. So 2 hours, come right back here. I'll show you everything going into the pressure cooker. Come back then. Oh, there you are. So Samantha is filming today and she told me, you didn't say anything about your new headband. And I said, oh, I forgot at the beginning. But my boy John, who owns a condo in Rocky Point, Puerto Penasco. Where's Puerto Penasco at? Where does it start? Puerto. Yes, Puerto Penasco.
It just says.
That's where people from Arizona go to the beach in Mexico. It's about 3.5 hours from Phoenix, and I mentioned it a few times. I only wear the Puerto Penasco bandanas. They sell them for $2 on the beach. So last time John was in Mexico at his condo, which one of these episodes I'll go over what he does in his company. They book luxury vacations for people and actually rent out the place in Rocky Point. We'll go over that at some point, but I actually had him buy me 10 more bandanas. So I'm gonna be able to feature a different bandana on each of the next 10 episodes. And maybe we'll do a reveal to see all the bandanas, because Samantha says that's called a what video?
A haul.
A haul video. I don't even know what that means, but maybe we're gonna see all my bandanas at some point. Back to the action. This is the crock pot pressure cooker. So here's what we're gonna do. Pretty simple. Tony just walked in, by the way. Hi, Tony. Here, look. It's got this little grate at the bottom. I guess I'm gonna leave it in there. I don't know. Should I leave it in there? All right, we'll leave it in there. I'm gonna put the onions in at the bottom. That's gonna be like another barrier. Look in there. It's gonna be like another barrier. The ribs are gonna sit on top. And then I'm gonna pour this sauce, which remember was a half a can of beer and half of Bubba's grilling sauce. That's gonna make a nice base, and what that's gonna do is just gonna steam up real nice on these ribs. And then, got my gloves in, so I'm just gonna come in here, start stacking these ribs up. Oh my goodness, I hope they all fit in here. Holy cow, it's gonna be tight. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get these ribs in here. We're gonna get the steamer, the pressure cooker started. I'm gonna do some little smashed potatoes and some green beans fried in bacon fat, obviously. And then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. 40 minutes is up, check this out. The bottom of the pressure cooker is pretty clean. There's just a little onion that I missed. Actually, we don't leave flavor behind, remember that. Delicious. All right, I took the short ribs out and I put them on a cookie tray and I basted them again with Mike's sauce, Bubba's backyard grilling sauce. I actually found out that Bubba is actually his son. They named his son Bubba. He's a Brooklyn cop. Thank you for your service. So I basted the top of them with a little of that Bubba sauce. When they came out, they smelled so good. And then I put the broiler on for about 6 minutes. So this will be it smells good. Sam, can you smell it? It smells pretty good, right? All right, so this is gonna be the big reveal of what it looks like, and then we're gonna plate up this meal and show you what it looks like. So let's get in here and see. It's gonna be pretty hot. Oh my goodness, it is very hot. Okay. Oh, that looks real good. I mean, real good. All right, so this is how I would plate this up. Remember, I put those onions in the bottom. Look at how nice and sauteed they are. They just fall apart. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go, I just boiled these potatoes. Put a little garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper on them with a little, of course, room temp butter. We're gonna go with some potatoes. These green beans, I just blanched them in water in my cast iron skillet, and then sauteed them up after I blanched them. Sauteed them up, put a little salt and pepper on them, and now we're gonna put a couple short ribs on here. Oh man, they're gonna fall off the bone. Look at this. All right. So there's the short ribs, and then we'll put a little onions right on top. And then we'll just go with a little hit of barbecue sauce on the top. Mike's Bubba's Backyard Grilling Sauce. All right, come in tight here. Let's get a quick little bite off this. Came apart pretty good. It's got a little bit of sweet. It's got a little bit of heat. Very, very nice texture. I would say that's definitely a winner. If you want to get some of Mike's sauce, at the end, in the title, I'm going to put his email address. Email him direct. That's how local it is. You have to email him direct to get some of the sauce and some of the rub before he starts a little bit bigger production of it. So I would say that short ribs in the pressure cooker with Bubba's Backyard Grilling Sauce is definitely the end.
Hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.